Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here at the Omaha Funny Bone, 168th and Dodge, Village Point Mall, right above Fuzzy's Tacos. Come check it out. It's a great place to come check out some great comedy. And this weekend, I'm fortunate enough to interview the guest. I've interviewed him a couple years ago when he's back, and he's had a few things since then, so I'm excited to talk about those. Brad Williams, how you doing, bud?
Hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming back. I'm really excited to be doing comedy above Fuzzy's Tacos.
Fuzzy's Tacos.
It's a historic place.
It will be.
I hope so. It's tacos in Omaha. I support that.
Well, if you get a chance, I do recommend it. Me and the wife check it out every now and again, and there's always something new that we find there.
All right, they're reinventing the taco.
It can be done, apparently.
Okay, I thought it was just meat and a tortilla, but hell, if they want to do some infusion or some foam or something, my wife watches a lot of Food Network, so now I know these terms. Do they plate well? These are things that I didn't know about a year ago.
That's beyond me still. Yeah, so learning that.
Yeah, exactly. I had no idea about it, but no, I'm excited to be back in Omaha. This is always one of my favorite cities to come to. Good people, legendary comedy club here. Colleen, the owner, is like a den mother to all comedians. So yeah, it's always fun being back here.
Yeah, that's what I hear about Colleen, that she's always just so great with all the comics, and she tells me all these stories about everything, but now every time someone comes in, they always back it up, so it's good to know that it's such great staff here.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. She knows how to take care of the comics. We're fed. We get everything we need. She'll send a cleanup crew to your room in case you have a hooker that doesn't work out too well. It's really fantastic. It's really a one-stop shop.
That's good. That's good. That one-stop shop. Speaking of that, you've had some stuff come out over the last couple of years. Since we talked last, I think right after we talked last, you had a movie drop on Netflix called Mascots.
Yeah, that was the Christopher Guest movie, the all-improvised movie, which is really interesting, where they just tell you, hey, do this, and by the end of the scene, do this. And I did it with the amazing, legendary Fred Willard, and I had a scene with him where I play a worm. The best part is that, like, the reason why I got the part is because the character is the worm. He dresses up as the worm mascot. And then I got the part because in the audition I did the worm dance move. And that got me. So, yeah, whatever works, man.
Well, did you know that was the part you auditioned for when you went in for it?
Yeah. Well, that was the only part that said it was a dwarf. So I figured that was my part. You know, not a lot of, I wasn't going for a lot of the other roles.
I didn't know if maybe, you just break out the worm at every audition.
I should. Obviously, it worked for that one audition, so I should probably do it every time. I mean, hell, maybe if I knew how to do the worm 7-8 years ago, I would have gotten the Game of Thrones part. Damn you, Dinklage.
Now, you said that movie was all improvised. What was it like making a movie where there was really no dialogue?
A lot of fun, because you didn't have to study. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to worry about your lines and you say what line is next. You just have to be present, be in the moment, listen to what your partner says. And when you have a scene partner like Fred Willard, he made my job real easy, because he was the funny one. I was just the straight guy that answered all his questions. In the scene, he asked me very embarrassing questions about my height, and I just have to roll with it and answer it and not punch him in the face, which I don't want to, because he's Fred Willard. He's a legend. Yeah.
Yeah, and you also had a chance to work with a guy by the name of Adam Scott, who's been really booming in TV lately.
Yeah, Little Evil.
Yeah.
I worked with him in Evangeline Lilly, which you might know as the Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp. We did all did a movie together called Little Evil. That's also available on Netflix. It's a fun horror film. If you want, there's some things on Netflix right now that are very heavy, talking about our issues and the state of the human condition. And if you don't want that, if you don't want to cry and you just want to laugh and see some pretty gruesome, hilarious deaths, check out Little Evil. It was a really fun movie to make, and I like the way it came out.
Well, there's been a lot of stuff that you've done over the last couple of years. We talked about those couple projects. How else have the last 2 years been for you?
Oh, geez. The last 2 years have changed my life completely. Got married, bought a house, got a dog. Okay, so I'm an adult. I'm not a kid anymore, apparently. It's about time to change that up at age 34. So, got a lovely home. Got a lovely wife, tall wife. Ha ha. I got one of yours. And then we just recently, a couple weeks ago, got a 70-pound pit bull. Not my decision. I'm married, so I don't get to make decisions anymore. I came home and there was a pit bull in my house, and thankfully it didn't mistake me for a chew toy. And I love the guy, so it's awesome. We keep the dog, got the house, living the American dream.
What's the name of the dog?
Diego. I like saying it like that, because if you say it like Diego, then it doesn't sound. It doesn't accurately represent this animal. His name is Diego because his paws have abs. He's huge. He's a very large animal.
We got a pit mix with a boxer, so I kind of get the idea what you're talking about. But pit bulls, they're no joke. They're big dogs.
Yeah, now just imagine you being half your size, and then you got my situation, where every night the pit bull just looks at me. I'm like, this could be the night I die. Sometimes I'm like, hey, Diego, you're going outside. And he's like, I don't want to go outside. I'm like, you win that argument. I can't do nothing.
So what's it like now that you're married and you're a comic on the road? What's it like? How's that changed your life?
Oh, those times you have a wife. Those times when you have a little disagreement with the wife. You still love her and all that, but you have a little disagreement. And then you go, man, I just wish I can get some time to myself. I get to do that. So
I'm jealous.
Yeah, so when people are like, oh man, you're out in Los Angeles, and they're like, that sucks, you gotta go to Omaha. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Because you want to know when I have to wake up? Who knows? I can determine when I want to wake up. I don't have a dog waking me up, don't have a wife waking me up, none of that. I just get to wake up whenever the hell I want to. And that's pretty damn sweet. So I like being a comic and being on the road. It's a good balance. And it gives you enough time away where you start to miss the person, so you go back and you're really excited to see him. And then on about day 3 or 4, you start getting tired of him again, and you get to head out back out on the road. So it's great.
It's a good lifestyle. I'm a little jealous of you.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Plus a lot of frequent flyer miles, and you get to come to some fun cities, that's for sure.
And now we've also you've had a couple comedy specials, but the last time we were here we talked about Fun Size, but I think since then you've had Daddy Issues, as well as you're working on something new.
Yeah, so Fun Size and Daddy Issues, which are both available now on either the Showtime Anytime app or if you have Amazon Prime, you can stream those on there. But now I have a new special called The Degenerates, and that's coming out on Netflix in October. So if you got Netflix, then I'll be popping up there with some. It's this group of comics. Now they have groups of comics that release a special together, and mine's an amazing one. Joey Diaz, Christina P., Big J. Okerson. These are all, if you don't know them, look them up. You will love them. And if you like dirty comedy, that's why we're called the Degenerates. I don't want someone out to be like, well, I like Brian Regan, so I'll like Joey Diaz. I like Larry the Cable Guy. Not exactly that. So if you don't mind a couple of 4-letter words and some taboo topics, then by all means, when that comes out on Netflix, jump right in.
I had the chance to talk with Joey Diaz, so I can imagine you guys are pretty fun on stage together.
Yeah, we are. He is very physically different than me, but physically different, mentally very similar. So he's a great guy.
And when did you say that was gonna?
I don't have a date yet. Netflix is still working on it. They're tinkering with an algorithm, or I don't know what they're doing. But it'll come out. It's shot. It's done. I've edited it. It's good. So now it's just waiting on them.
So you've already shot it. You feel pretty good about it?
Yeah, I feel fantastic about it. And now I like coming to Omaha, and I'm working on a bunch of new material. So if you've seen my 2 specials and you're like, well, I don't want to see the same stuff again, don't worry about it. Come out, all new material. It's good material, I think, and plenty of stuff has happened in my life where I can talk about it. Also, if you're sitting there going, I don't want to hear some lib from Hollywood tell me what to do. I don't talk politics on my show. I really don't. So if you want that, go to CNN, go to Fox News, go to MSNBC, go to that. That's where you can get your political comedy. Come to my show if you want to forget about all that stuff and just laugh with everyone.
I like it. His name is Brad Williams. Like he said, he's got Daddy Issues and Fun Size. Both those you can catch on Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. Got that upcoming special on Netflix, plus those 2 movies, Mascots and Little Evil.
Yeah.
But this weekend, live in person right here at Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge. Brad Williams live on stage. Great comedy. You're going to love it. I promise you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Brad.
Thank you so much. And you can currently see me airing right now on this interview. So there you go. Thanks for watching.
Take care, guys.